Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Kyoukai no Kanata. We are on episode 8 and it is called Calming Gold, which I'm going to guess has something to do with the lull that has been mentioned in the previous episode, but we'll get there. Last week's episode focused pretty heavily on Sakura. It turns out that Sakura, the younger of the two sisters with whom Mirai spent her childhood and who are the source of a lot of her whole guilt complex and thing, is transferring into the school. Whee! Lots of interesting things that can be done with that. We didn't do most of those. I'm kind of hoping that we do some of those, but we didn't do most of those. Like the whole idea that they're going to the same school while being enemies is really evocative and interesting, but we're not doing it. I don't know why. But I'm not going to hold that against it. Sakura's there, and she's transferring into school, and it's going okay. Eventually, at some point, Akihito ends up helping Sakura after she kind of passes out, searching, going for yokai and stuff, which leads to some funny moments as Mirai comes to his door and recognizes that there is a new pair of shoes here and freaks out and posts shit on her Twitter because she's an idiot. Good times. But after she's moved in, their kind of inevitable battle has to happen, and so they go down to the sewers, or Mirai, I guess, leads her down to the sewers. And we start to recognize some things that we kind of knew but didn't totally know. One of those things is that the polearm thing that Sakura is carrying with her absorbs Yomu stones and like gets more powerful, I think. And that's pretty crazy. But over the course of their conversation and stuff, Mirai manages to convince Sakura of her own mentality, which is that revenge is probably not the best way to live your life, and let's just not. So, yep, that works. Sakura eventually lets down her guard, and the polearm thing turns into a gigantic glowing tentacle monster and attempts to consume her soul, sort of cursed weapon style. So that was pretty crazy. And Mirai cuts her free, pulls her out of that whole situation, and they get to walk home very calmly with everything going well. And as far as I can tell, Sakura has undergone a full heel face turn with no repercussions. Where are the repercussions? I want repercussions. We'll see, because it seems like Mr. Association, whose name I still don't know, but Mr. Association goes and collects the creepy polearm weapon thing, which he clearly gave to Sakura, probably to use her in order to gain more power for the thing. And he says something about it being ready and how he wants to now go and get the Hollow Shadow. Why? I don't know. And then in the meantime, we cut over to some more experienced yokai hunter spirit people who start talking about this new thing that is coming called the lull, and I have no idea what that is. Usually a lull is like a peaceful thing and like a time of quiet, and that's why I think that calming gold probably has something to do with the lull, but 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 I don't know what it's going to be, and we're going to have to find out what it's going to be. So let's watch the next episode and find out what it's going to be and how it affects our characters and whether Sakura is going to actually survive for any length of time, and if so, why. Because I still don't understand what her purpose is as a character unless it's to die and then make us sad, and then we have a reason to go and defeat the thing. Or maybe she'll just be a cute member of the squad now. Woo, Kyoani! Bacha! I really don't know. Let's watch episode 8, and maybe we will find out something about something. I don't know. Alright, I've got episode 8 of Kyoukai no Kanata up and ready to go. Let me make sure that I've got the right audio tracks and stuff going. I do. All set. I did not. Well, now we're all set. Good job me for checking that. We would have been without subs. I've got episode 8 ready to go. It is sitting at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video. Picture-in-picture version with the video up there, available in the description. Timer-based version up on the YouTubes. If you want to do a sneaky thing, sync up your own copy with the timer-based version up on the YouTubes, you are welcome to do so. Get your copy ready, because the beep beep timer is coming at you right now. Let's go. Is this the Inami? Yeah, okay. Not Inami. Oh, toe. Oh, toe. Oh, never mind. You're using that. I see. You're gonna freeze barrier her? What the fuck? Okay. The lull will shake things up. Yeah, but what is that? No more answers than we had. Why did Izumi Nase just drop our teacher person into a fucking ice frozen thing, and then it seemed like she was in that room, but like frozen? What? That's crazy. Is Izumi a bad person? Eh, maybe it's more complicated than good people, bad people. Except for Mr. Association, he's a pretty bad person. Eh. I will say that little Yuri-ish moment there was nicely done. Hmm. Hey, happy day. Oh, golden lull. Okay. Instead of golden calm. Nah. Yeah, but you gotta go to school. Nah, you gotta come to school. It's for the purpose of the... It's for the purpose of the story. It's for the purpose of the story. Yeah. Well, you are both gonna be late. Aw. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What else are you gonna do? Alright, this is pretty cute. Oh, he's dozing off too. Sakura, what the fuck? Okay. You could convince me that Sakura might matter. Yeah, what's up with this? Yeah. Does this have something to do with the thing? Never mind. Alright, he's just an idiot. Yes. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's not the same teacher, right? Wait, it is the same teacher. Was it not the teacher who got frozen? Otto. Eh, eh, eh. Oh, that's still her. That is definitely still her. Ah, thanks. Jesus Christ. Hi, Mom. Okay. Yeah. And she's dressed up too. Wow. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh. Okay. And she walks in. Nope. Okay. Wow. Nope. You got to pay for those. Yeah. I like that. You got a strange definition of pure. Whoosh. What? Oh, space on the message. Yes, we are. Right around here. Right near here is where that line is. How does that affect a half? How does that affect a hafu? Okay, I'd be taking the week off to deal with some personal stuff. Got it. Well, you're half Yomu. Yeah. So do you get weaker? Right. Which means he could become targetable. Okay, that's actually interesting. It's a period of stagnation. Yeah. And comedic timing. There we go. Please do not split the party. Oh, God. Height. I don't think so. Why are we emphasizing this cut? Okay. We have fully split every member of the party now. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh boy. Empty train. Get the fuck out of that car. Hey. What you saw where? Wait, so the lull itself is? So the lull itself is a Yomu? Yikes. Oh no, it's that thing on the horizon. You fucked up getting into the car with her. Yeah, it seems like that might be the case. I mean, that's true enough. Jesus fuck. Can you back like 6 feet away right now? Is that Hiromi? Hell yes it is. Step the fuck off. Whoa, he is fully pulling out his weapon. Those were the tendrils. You just fucking teleport? Well, he does. Oh. Oh no. He's fine. But he's very happy that you called that. Yes. Alright. No, alright. Indeed. What? Jesus. Ooh, yeah. Welcome to Memory Land. Time to trip. Where's Nase? Oh my god. I fully do not trust you. Fuck. But it was Nase instead. But was that to protect him? Aw, thanks, I. Cuteness +1. Stay and protect him. No? Okay. Okay, so Izumi could have taken him if she wanted him. I think she's trying to protect him. Midnight. Midnight is in. What the fuck? What? Who's he talking to? Okay, it begins. Just a normal night. All right. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Money, 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 money. Oh, geez, hi. No problem. Oh. Everybody's out fighting. Oh, hi. Of course. All right. What are those dual Naginatas? Is she using dual chained Naginata? What the fuck? She is. That's sick. That's that's super fucking dank. Okay. Okay. God, we finally know his name. Hmm. 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 Everyone's in the dark. Gotcha. Good luck. Isn't she your sister? Yeah. Yeah. Is he in danger or is he the danger? Oh, hi. You got a senpai. Hmm. 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 Called out. Yep. That time you meant it. It depends. I can think of a couple people who could stop you if they really wanted to. Yes. And yeah. Yeah. Partly because you can't kill him. But yeah. I'm still waiting for her to get killed. Like, for real. Aww. Aww. Yeah. That was a really sweet little scene. He's coming for Akihito. Please do not die here. No. No. Bullshit. I am genuinely scared for her. It's a Lugia! Oh, wait, it's a fox. Never mind. Yeah. Weakened. So that's how he teleported. What the balls? Oh, God. Do not kill her. Do not hurt her in any way. She's so nice. Fuck. Oh. Izumi? Hi. Okay. What's gonna... Uh-oh. He's awakening. And she's the only one who can... Uh-oh. Glowy eyes. Bam. Yeah. Uh-oh. That's bad. He might be... might not be invulnerable, but he might rampage. Uh-oh. Okay. What is Izumi's game? And what is Association Boy's game? Now he wants Akihito, but why? I was better off not knowing. Oh, now I'm curious. Oh, hey. I like this episode. I think the thing that I like most about it is that they kind of nailed a bit of atmosphere. They gave us some status quo that is defensible, like some niceness and some classy things and some, like, this is what normal is. And then... once we start moving out into this sequence, we start to feel that sense of stagnation and tenseness. But we still manage to like break it up with bits of humor and stuff. I particularly like this whole sequence with Hiromi just be like, she left me? It's fun. It's funny. And some of the other humor bits seem to land better for me in this episode. I don't know why. Maybe it's the mood that I'm in. Maybe it's the way that the episode is put together. Them waking up together is cute, and stuff like Sakura having pretty high insight and knowing that what's going on with Mirai and like shoving her over is really cute. It's super sweet, I think. And it sort of gives us Sakura as a persona that works. Almost Kumin-esque. I don't know how to like relate her to another. She's got that like deadpan loli sort of vibe to her, which is a particular archetypal character, and it works here. I think maybe a highlight of the episode for me is just Mirai going into goofy modes to fuck with Sakura when Sakura has fucked with her, and just like these little moments of them being goofy and getting to be friends. If Sakura's not gonna die, then at least she gets to be friends with Mirai, and that's pretty cool. I'm still not holding out hope that Sakura's gonna survive this season. She's such a perfect character to kill off to give our characters motivation. It's so perfect. I will be very surprised if she makes it through to the last episode, but whatever. We'll see. Maybe she just will, and nobody will ever die. That works. That's fine. Yeah, and the whole thing with her putting on glasses and stuff is fun and funny. All right, I gotta figure out what's going on with Sensei, because Nino Sensei is here. I thought that Izumi trapped Nino Sensei in some kind of place thing, but I guess that's not Nino Sensei? It's not Nino Sensei. They just have similar ponytails, right? Pretty sure. Okay, so I went through staff list to figure it out. That's her secretary, not Nino. Confusion evaporates. I was confused and am no longer confused. Still confused. Don't know what she did here, but I will say a few things. One, this whole sequence is hot as hell. I can't deny that, like, all of the way that this is put together is really sexy. I can't deny it. It's just the truth. It's really hot. And then you get dunked into glacial ice, and your consciousness is frozen or something. Also, you're instant nude somehow. And welcome to a fish tank, because fish tanks are evocative there. I don't know. And then she's just talking. The Lull's arrival will stir things up a bit. Why did she do this to her secretary, though? What does this gain her? I don't know. And then she is talking to the master of the Nase, is talking about having a plan and spooky dooky things, and a Lull is coming. Cool. Boom, into OP. We move along. We get all the cuteness of the wake-up sequence, which is very cute. Bit of Kumin, bit of other characters, bit of lots of gooberness, and I like the gooberness. Okay, and then we talk about the finals and stuff. Don't ask if she's getting married. Never ask if she's getting married. Jesus Christ, don't do that. And a Lull is coming, and a Lull is coming. Welcome to meet your mom, who is being a fucking mouse for some reason this time. I got nothing, man. She's just fucking crazy. And I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's pretty crazy, pretty funny, pretty goofy. I will say that I have been critical of certain, we put her in this to obviously be fan servicey and cute outfits that that Mirai has worn. This bunny girl suit that we see in full here. Wait, yeah, we see, where do we see it in full? Oh yeah, here is very fucking cute. The little collar with the bow, it's super cute. I like it a lot. Anyway, and also the humor around, like, no taking pictures of your own. You've got to pay for those is lovely. There's a little, like, gesture thing that what's her name does, where she makes, like, the sign for money. Cha-ching. Mm-hmm. Very funny. And then he hits her with the Fuyukai desu, and then she hits him with the Fuyukai desu. And finally, what this all feels like is, it feels like a bunch of characters interacting in one dynamic that's actually settled. And that dynamic makes sense now after we spent time with them. And it's like, well, finally, it's not just random shit happening. It's a dynamic that makes sense between all of these characters. Yeah. Cool. And then also this stuff that you absolutely should be embarrassed about and are incredibly embarrassed about. Now you've grown into a naughty boy who can't keep his promises. Now, what is the heke thing? The heke, is it Hamtaro? Is it Hamtaro? I have literally no idea. If you know where the heke thing is and why it dates her as a reference, let me know. Because they're like, it's not the right way to heke. That reference truly betrays her age, and I don't understand why that is the case. Alright, so then we get our Lull is headed toward you dance. Neato. Burrito. Mama's got a rockin' body. Sorry. It's true. And then Nino is out here doing the dopest shit ever, which is prepping for her crazy week of defeating all the Yomu, which is super sick. But there is danger afoot as well. Akihito will be in danger. And then we get these scenes, which perfectly give us that feel of tension everywhere. Those little high piano notes interspersed between, like, is perfect for creating the tension stuff. Oh, hey, that's Fuckboy's car. That's okay. That's cool. She clocked the car going over there, and she left to go and talk to him. That's neat. Okay, and then, yeah, you're not walking home with your little sister. Some humor around that. Good times. Because she hates you. Why? Why? And then fuckboy in a corner. Oh, God. Super creepy. Okay, so we take our car ride with him, and everything...
Yeah.
Everything feels absurd and, like, over-the-topishly evil. Very mustache twirly. I guess goatee twirly, because he's got a goatee. Why does he have a little skeletal, like, window hanger? I feel like that's a pretty solid, I'm actually the bad guy indicator. Very weird. And then we see this. I didn't catch it at first because we only see a flicker of it, but it's this like misty, this like stuff over the horizon that is beyond the boundary. And that's pretty crazy looking. But apparently it's only partially awakened or something. Powerful shade that lacks a physical form, born from all the resentment shown by humans over the years. Crazy. And then we get some cool visuals, which we will double down on once we get to somewhere else. This dream shade said to be the cause of disease, war, and natural disasters. That doesn't seem to be possible. That doesn't track to me. That doesn't track. It's a real simple, like, it's a real simple way of framing things. Like, disease is a natural element of living in the world. War is a human element of fighting other humans. Natural disasters are natural and just occur. I don't think that there's a Yomu causing all of those things. That seems too wrong. It's also commonly referred to as the one beyond the horizon. We've heard bits and pieces of that. Only a fraction of it has shown up, but then we've got all of this stuff. There's some, like, implication-y stuff here, right? Okay, I got a weird thought. They say this shade was born from all the resentment shown by humans over the years, and then it'll lead the world to ruin if left alone, or something, which also demonstrates that Mr. What's-His-Face, Fujima, Miroku, doesn't care if the world will be led to ruin. He's just, like, nonchalant about that part. He doesn't really care. He wants power. But we get that. And then there's this moment where he goes beyond the horizon. Thankfully, only a fraction of it has... And he does this thing with his hand. The Spirit Hunter Association has had its eye on it for a long time. Believe that the Nases have the information we need, but you aren't very willing to share. So I thought I'd try to get it from you. Looks like they haven't told you anything, though. And then she calls out Yakimo. So what is being done about it? We have been preparing in secret. They wouldn't share that information. Your sister is terrifying. Do you want to know that badly? Got my hands on some interesting information regarding Koriyama Mirai. Cut to weird skeleton thing. The Inamis tried to kill her. I feel like this is a lie. I'm not sure. I don't know. And then Izumi saves her. And then Izumi is here. And then one of the dream sequences he has is other people being afraid of him because he's abnormal, right? Which could fall into resentment, right? Only a small part of it has appeared? Is he like an avatar of this greater Yomu that's gonna eventually try to take over him? Is he the, like, avatar of Beyond the Boundary? Because then the title makes sense too, right? If it's actually about him. And then the implication with the, like, hand thing works. The idea that the Izumis have this information but aren't sharing it makes sense if Izumi Nase, or if not, the Nases have this information. Makes sense if Izumi is then coming in and, like, acting on that information by putting him out for some reason. Which seems to have, at the end of the episode, let whatever Yomu part of him free, which is super dangerous, and she knows it's super dangerous. But he'll be suppressed by the thing. So, what's the game plan here? That's so weird. Alright, I don't know. I don't know. Does that have anything to do with the shade beyond the horizon, and he just doesn't know? Beats me, but it would be amusing if it did. Don't you agree? It gets way too close. Was there a sound effect that did that? Yeah, very fucking wrong here. Because he's, like, this is so cool as a, like, a little horror trope thing, right? We established no less than, like, 3 times exactly where they're standing in relation to each other, and then we change it instantly, cut to cut. So, he's to her left, she's to his right. He looks over. He is looking at her. This establishes that she's to his right, right? Next cut, again establishing the spatial dynamic between them. And then he is on the right side of her face, the opposite side from where he was before. Full teleportation, spooky, too close. What the fuck? I think that's really well done. And yeah, it's like, how the fuck did you just get there, right there? And then he starts stepping even closer and gets stopped by Hiromi, who, despite all of his flaws, is there to protect his sister, and that's super great. So we do get some like moments of like Hiromi getting exactly what he wants from his sister with like Onisan, which is cool, and we get some cool actiony scenes. I get the impression that this dude has like been taken over by whatever this monstrous creature is. I feel like he doesn't actually have control at the moment, but I'm confused. I don't know what he's making deals with, but it seems bad. He also can fucking teleport all over the place, and is super nonchalant about a lot of things. I do like this little moment. It's almost like you have a thing for her, as though that's some kind of jab that will work. And Hiromi is like, what do you mean almost, dude? I definitely do. All right, sure, fine. And then some fun glowy fight sequences. These really dynamic shots where we pull out super fast from Hiromi as he extends his netting, webbing, like, scarf thing out into powers is super dope. And the whole flowy tendrils aspect of this weapon, also super dope. I would assume, this is just a random prediction, there's nothing to indicate that this would be the case at all. I will assume that his weapon will consume him at some point, in the same way that it tried to with Sakura, but Mirai was there to cut her free. I will assume and guess that at some point he will reach the fruition of his evil plans and then be betrayed by the thing that's granting him power, and it will consume him in order to complete the last step of its evolution towards something evil. Because that's just right. It's just right. He's a fucking pawn in some greater game. So I could see this thing just like tendril out, consume him, and just be like, I'm now a big monster. That's all I needed. You were the last step. I don't know, man. Some cool fighting sequences. I do like the little flippity flip of the weapon itself. It gives this vibe of like congealing from the stuff into a handgun, which is cool. It's just neat. Which is very neat. And then bad explosion gets bad. I do like the little quick effect that we have as he's like, it goes like, he goes like ethereal for a moment. Where there are like multi lines of him with the, like these traces over them. And I don't think that we can hear his voice. Yeah, we don't even hear his voice. Super dope. And then she yells out, Oni-chan! And then he's very happy about that because she said the Oni-chan. And then she gives him this little pout, which is maybe the cutest that Mitsuki has been, I think. Maybe. I am down for the... I'm down for it. I like it. All right, flashbacks to bad times, resentment, you might say. Blood on the floor, resentment, you might say. Izumi-ne-san, hi. And she tells him to sleep, puts him to sleep, drops him into whatever that place was, and then leaves. What? How did anybody find him, by the way? I don't really know how anybody found him. That doesn't really make sense. Okay, it doesn't matter. Everybody's being real cute. Mirai wants to stay with him. That's real cute. Everybody's cute. This is not cute. The bait has been set. After all, it was my prey in the first place. The bait has been set. Bait for Beyond the Boundary. It's Akihito, right? I think that just makes sense. And then he's clearly talking to this entity, whatever it is. Love the evocative nature of the bloody moon. Love these outdoor sequences that are like amping up tension with like, wah, shit's happening, but everybody's just doing normal stuff. Nobody has any clue that it's about to go down. But tick, it's about to go down. So, okay, can we just take one half of one moment to mention that Izumi's weapon is fucking sick? It's a bow staff, but it's got blades on it. Let me just check if there's actually a name for that, and so that I don't call it a double-ended naginata, which is also what it is. because it is a double-ended naginata. But is there a specific name for that? No. The only double-ended naginatas that I can find are, like, dumbass stealth weapons made of black steel. You know, the shitty ones that are shitty. Okay. So is there a bladed section staff? I mean, there is a Sansetsukon, which is a 3-section staff. Nope, it's not a real weapon, but they made it, and it's super fucking cool. So it is a Sanketsubon, I think. Which makes perfect. Yeah, Ketsubo. Sanketsubo, probably not bon. No, Sansetsukon. Oh, I'm an idiot. Cool. I think it's a super dope weapon, and we see some awesomeness. This little punch, and then all them to go flying. Super cool. Bunch of really dope moments from Nino. This whole flippy dippy do thing is sick, and her whole like monk-ish martial arts fighting style is super dope, and it's great to see. Big guy gets up, and she's just like, hell yeah. She's even like blushing a little bit, which is kind of cool. Yeah, she's getting excited by this whole situation. She loves it. Oh, you bastard. You can't steal that. I was actually hoping we would make some, like, romantic connection between her and that other spirit hunter, because that could be really cute. Because she's, like, a big part of her character is that she never gets any, and then maybe she could get some. But then Izumi arrives, and it's the dopest. Hold on, we just froze. VLC just broke at the moment that I wanted, which is Izumi flippy-dippy doing over everything, and then telling, you know, like, oh, you can have this one. It's charity. Which is super dope. Super fucking dope. Okay, where is it? Where's that? Because I want to see that scene. There's a bunch of stuff here that is amazing. All right. Trapped. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Boom. Fling. Hi. Take it. That one's yours. I need subtitles. And then we see her with her bladed weapon, which seems to have gotten longer magically, and she's just like... Whirlwind of Doom. Very classic, classy shot. It's fucking sick as hell. I don't know. She's Blade Jesus, but sexy. Jesus with a double-ended... Sexy Darth Maul. Like, what? I can't hate that. I love it. It's super cool. Okay, and then be wary of the stuff, be wary of many things, absolutely. Why is VLC broken again? Thank you, VLC. Please unbreak yourself. Right now. Cool. Fight scenes, fun. Everyone splits up. And then everyone comes together, and Mirai and Sakura get to connect over something, because Sakura's like, you want to be close to him, and Mirai's like, no! The little verbal thing, where Sakura can intuit whether she means Fuyukai des or not, is a really cute friendship element, I think. I think that's a really good element, of characters knowing each other, and it's like it's the first thing that we've had between them that really feels not like these characters have just been thrown together, but there's like actually something forming between them. Is that bit there, and I like it. I think it's good. Now that one you didn't mean is really sweet, and we actually see a smile on Sakura's face as well, which is new and novel. Okay, dude bro comes and attacks. Fuck. And he is so nonchalantly an asshole all the time. Hand him over. No funny business. I promise to take him. No time to explain. Okay. Great. You're not giving him up at all. She is a dope beastie creature. And it's a lull, which is very bad. We get into some beam battles of will stuff. The way that she actually, like, turns and then, like, holds for a second and then zips is really sick to me. I think that's super cool. And all of this weapon fighting stuff and weird tendril things are neat for visual effects. Especially once we get this crazy, like, beam battle versus shield barrier thing, and it's, like, arcing around like tentacles. It's crazy cool. He finally drops his goddamn juice box to actually shoot her with both hands, and it's bad, but Izumi is here. Sick. sick. So, we're going to be mid-fight between Izumi, who, as far as we can tell, like, she was just built up. Part of the scene that we just had, where she runs in and defeats all of the Yomu that are in front of Nino, is to build up Izumi. She's that much stronger than Nino-sensei, who's already stronger than most of our characters and is a pro spirit hunter, right? So, that builds up Izumi's strength. Now she faces off against Spirit Hunter Miroku guy. And is he going to fight on even footing to her? I think he is. In fact, I think he's going to get the edge over her until more of our characters show up to back her up, possibly. That's scary. That's very scary. What is this tentacle power that he is using, and what is it doing to him, and why is he doing it? I don't know. We are still lacking a ton of answers. Cool. I do think I like this episode a bit more than some of the ones we've had recently. It feels like we're in plot stuff, and like plot stuff is actually happening. While I might make fun of Miroku for being a little bit goatee twirly as a villain, at least he's being villainous, and there's something, though we don't understand what it is, there's something that he's aiming for, and we understand that he has some motivation. Some of the things that he's doing don't seem to line up with that motivation necessarily. They're just like random behavior, but he's a little bit erratic, so we can just hand wave those, and that's fine. Cool. I think this was a solid episode. Some good action sequences mixed all up in there, and some good humor sequences mixed all up in there, and all a nice balance with this pervasive sense of growing tension and dread in the background being nice too. Cool. I'm gonna go look up staff and stuff for this one. Okay, so this episode was both storyboarded and directed by Rika Ota, who has done a lot of key animation and not that much episode direction, but did some episode direction and storyboarding and stuff on Chunibyo. Seems to have been a little bit of a newer addition to the KyoAni staff, but cool, very cool. And then animation direction by Yukiko Horiguchi, who did character design and animation direction on like Lucky Star, which I think sort of shows through in this episode on some of the more moe moments. Also did character design and animation direction on K-On! And Tamako, and I definitely feel some of that vibe in the animation of this episode, though we don't have much to work off of in terms of like fight sequence animation with other KyoAni shows, but I definitely feel that vibe in some of the character moments and stuff, and like in the moment where Hiromi is like, oh, I want to walk home with my sister, and then we cut to that like from above angle of all of them. This feels in that same vibe of that animation director. It seems to work for me. All in all, solid episode. No huge complaints about it. Lots of little goofy things that I like. Lots of cool action things that I like. I'm pretty happy. Nice. Good job. Good job, KyoAni. And we can cut there. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Kyoukai no Kanata episode 8. I hope you've enjoyed it as much or more than I have, and I hope we find out some new and interesting and exciting things about the Beyond the Boundary and whether it's related to our boy in some way. I'm curious about this whole situation. Anyway, we will see how that plays out when we get there, which will be next week. Peace.